How y'all doing out there? Left Lane Dipper here, come make another video. It is November 4th, 2019. Um, this is a little bit different than what you're used to seeing on this channel. I really, like I said, I don't know if you watched my last video or not that I uploaded on this channel. Just basically asking for positive or negative feedback, honest feedback. And I didn't really get the response that I was looking for. But I decided that I'm going to continue to do this because I love making videos. I love talking about Tennessee football. And if one person watches it and is entertained, then it's worth it for me. Again, I'm not making no money off of this, but I just wanted to come and make you a video. Now, I'm not going to... I may upload the Georgia review. I don't know yet. But I'm not doing the reviews. I'm not going to go back and redo the reviews. What I'm going to talk today is going to be a little bit longer video. What I'm going to talk about today is the Alabama game. Well, no. Mississippi State, Alabama, South Carolina, and UAB. I don't have stats. I'm not going to go with the stats today. I'm just going to talk Tennessee football. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the thumbs up button, watch the video, comment. Maybe there's something you disagree with. Maybe there's something that you like. Maybe there's something I didn't mention. But so let's get into that. But before we do that, I wanted to show you. I picked this up last week. And I'm sure if you're a dipper and you like Grizzly, you've seen them, and everybody's been showing them. But I just thought that I would show you mine. I actually have I think it's Ram also. I don't have it with me. It was the pouches. I did that. I did those. I didn't. Okay. I did those, but I probably won't buy another. I just really bought it for the design of the can, because as some of you know, I collect the cans, and I try to collect memorabilia, but it's, anymore it's so hard to come by because everybody's collecting it, and I'm still trying to get my hands on one of those Stoker's speedometers. I might have an avenue, but we'll see. Anyway, so let's go ahead and pack us a decent lip. I don't want to pack anything too huge. Because you know what happens when that happens. It's hard for me to talk. Man, I haven't been to Stokers.com either. I keep forgetting to put in my entries for the truck, but starting today, you can re-enter for the mud jug. Let's give us a little killer feeler for you boys. And get a little bit more. Alright, let's get us a killer feeler here. Maybe just a little more. A little more. Alright, now that we got our lips loaded, I wanted to discuss Tennessee football. I want to run down through the scores of the games that I'm going to discuss. The Georgia game, well, no, we're not discussing Georgia. I did the review on that. I may upload it. The Alabama score, 35-13. No, Mississippi State, sorry. Mississippi State 20-10. Alabama 35-13. South Carolina 14-21. 41-21. Can't even talk today. And UAB 30-7. My jug of the day, Tennessee orange, baby. Um, it really, for me, it started in the Georgia game. I mean, Georgia's a top 10 team, in the country. And, you know, at the start of the fourth quarter, we were only down 2 scores. It was a 2-score game. And they really showed a lot of fight and a lot of heart in that game. And then come in. So, yeah, down 2 scores, started the fourth quarter against Georgia. And like I said, they showed a lot of fight. They showed a lot of heart. And then fast forward to the next week against Mississippi State. So yeah, that Mississippi State game was like it was so, that defense was so dominant in that game. I mean, that was like their coming out game, I think. I was so proud of the boys. Those first 2 games of the season, I guarantee you, if this team right now played those 2 teams today, it would be a completely different outcome. They wouldn't stand a chance. Now, I don't want to say this team has turned a corner. I think they're playing better. I think they're I think the coaching is getting better. I think you can definitely see that on the defensive side of the football. And then you fast forward to the Alabama game. Now, I don't know if Tua being out had something to do with as close as the game was. He's obviously a better quarterback. He's more accurate. But regardless, we still took Alabama to. I mean, we were their best opponent to date this season. I mean, obviously, this coming Saturday is going to be a different story when they play the number 1 team in the nation, LSU. But they showed so much heart and so much fight in that game. And it was a shame that Maurer got hurt because, if you watched the first half of that game, or even when he was in the game versus, now it's not so much the defense, but the offense, it was 2 different teams. So I hope that Maurer can get healthy because I think he is our best option at quarterback. Now, Garantano has more experience, but that still doesn't make up for his decision making. And I want to go ahead and discuss that fumble on the goal line. I honestly think he went rogue on that. You don't pull a guard for a quarterback sneak. I mean, that's anybody that knows anything about any level of football knows you don't pull a guard during a quarterback sneak. I think he tried to play hero, which I don't have a problem with that. But you need to make sure that everyone's on the same page before you snap the ball. But we would have been down 8 going with 7.5 minutes to go in the game. I mean, you do look at that game versus the Florida game. I mean, after the Florida game, I thought we were done. I mean, I was like, I don't see another win on the schedule the way they were playing up to the Florida game. But this team has turned themselves around quite a bit. And then you go to the South Carolina game. I mean, that was just, because you look at the South Carolina games in the past, I mean, last 7-8 games were decided by 3 to 5 points just about every game, and then to come in and just dominate. I mean, that second half, that defense stepped up. Our offense turned. I mean, we just dominated the second half, and that has been a plague for this team for years. We get a lead in the first half, and then they just lay over in the second half, and to do what they did against South Carolina in that second half was just absolutely incredible. If this team can go 7-5 and get a bowl win and go 8-5, then I can say this team has turned the corner. But until then, as of right now, you're 4-5. You've only won 4 games. Now, I see more wins on the schedule. I think this team can win out, and my prediction at the beginning of the season will be correct, which was I predicted this team would go 7-5. Now, the order that they got there is a little different than I had thought it would be. A few weeks ago, Missouri was looking to be just possibly second or third in the division. Well, they've kind of just sputtered out. So we'll see what happens in a couple of weeks when we play Missouri. And then you go to the UAB game. Defense, just, again, I think that's been the difference. That's been the biggest turnaround, has been the defense. Defense wins championships. The way they played, let's say, Florida game, and even Georgia wasn't the greatest as far as defense goes, but the way this defense has been playing the last 3 or 4 games, that to me, that's what wins you football games. Your defense helps your offense. And I'm going to say this, and I mean this with 100% honesty. This is the best defense that I have seen in the last 4 games against SEC teams and against UAB since the Fulmer era. We have not had a defense like this since the Fulmer era. Now, if they go out and just lay over the next 3 games, I would be wrong about that. But the way they've been playing, that gives us the best chance to win. Your defense helps your offense, and they have not been able to do that for years. Even under Butch Jones, we did not have a defense even close to this. As long as that defense continues to play like they have been, we can win out. The quarterback situation, we've got 3 really good quarterbacks. But to pinpoint, I really don't know at this point, because I've not seen enough of, obviously I don't think Garantano is the best quarterback. He has the most experience, and he's got a big heart for Tennessee, but I just don't think he's the number 1 guy right now. Now, who is that? I don't know. Because of Maurer getting hurt, we've not been able to see him play an entire complete game. And Shroud just hasn't been in there enough to know what he's capable of for a whole game, because, he'll start and then put Garantano back in. So, but again, Mississippi State, South Carolina, UAB, this defense has really stepped it up. So I hope that this can continue. I hope that I don't think we're going to struggle against Kentucky. They have shown that their offense is very, very weak, and our defense is playing the best football it has in years. So I really like our chances against Kentucky. And I've never worried about Kentucky. So I am confident that we can beat Kentucky. We've owned Kentucky the last 30-something years. They've only had, 2 wins in 30-something years against us. I don't think that's changing come Saturday. So, again, this is, I kind of just wanted to sum up everything in the last few games. I'm really not doing a review. I'm just kind of talking Tennessee football. Now, next week, I will get back to the reviews of individual games. I apologize. I contemplated whether or not I wanted to continue to do this. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep doing it because I love talking Tennessee football. I love talking about dip. So If nobody watches, well, that's fine. But I think somebody will watch. I think somebody will be entertained by it. Again, I love this university. I've been a fan since I was 10 years old, and regardless of how bad it's gotten, I'm not going to stray away from this team and this university. But I'm so proud of this defense, the way they played. Now, the offense has been doing good too. So I hope that Maurer can get healthy. I don't know what, we haven't got really any updates on his condition. If it was me, given the fact that now they claim he had 2 concussions. I don't think the Mississippi State game was a concussion. I think it was a neck injury. But they had, because of it was in that region, the neck region, they had to take the concussion protocol. So I don't really think that was a concussion, but I'm not no doctor, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. But I said I would not play him the rest of the season. I know that may not be a popular opinion, but given the fact of especially, we know the Alabama game, that was a concussion. There was no doubt in my mind. So I would rest him the rest of the year. It sucks, but I think for his health going forward, for his future, I think that would be the best option for him. So good luck against Kentucky. Root our boys on. And of course, bye Missouri and then Vanderbilt. But yeah, head over to Stokers.com. Enter for you a chance to win a mud jug. We've only got a couple weeks left, so this is one of the final chances to win one. Enter daily to win the tricked out truck. Head over to beardclub.com. If you're growing a beard out like I am, you need. I know this isn't. Some people will say, "Oh, it's girly to put product in your beard." You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Because I don't like it. I don't like my face to itch. And part of that is I put in beard oil and beard balm. And I, wash it, about every 3 or 4 days. Sometimes less. Depends on just how I feel, how it feels. But yeah, head over to beardclub.com. They've got really good prices. Fast shipping. So, yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Monday for the Kentucky review. Until then, keep living, keep dipping, keep spitting. I'm out, y'all.